Welcome back once again. We don't have a lot of time left now on our Netherlands campaign. We only have about 13 or so years left until the game unfortunately ends. And in those years we have quite a bit to accomplish and we have to set out our goals for that. And I believe our main goal will be to try to take this part of Egypt. We can do that fairly cheap. We also have the scramble for Africa, so we don't actually have to pay any infamy for it. We could start a war right now and hopefully win it. That would bring us into direct conflict with United Kingdom, which would be the primary bad of it all. I think we could do with transporting some colonial troops back to the homeland in order to defend it more properly. We also should try to retake Java, and that will be a major hit to our infamy. They are currently protected by Japan. Japan is still a great power despite having been dismantled. But fortunately for our sake, we have gotten some more territories, especially Shanghai over here, that will give us more men to deal with. And we have a fairly strong fleet over here that could also do with some upgrades, I believe. And we could try to remove the commerce raiders from the stock and build more upgraded ships. Let's just say, what can we build here? What kind of ships can we build over there in Africa? Or Asia, I mean. We can build some cruisers. Cruisers will be very nice. We can also make some more monitors. We unfortunately cannot make battleships or dreadnoughts. I don't know why though. I don't think you can make... I don't think... For some reason you can only make them in Europe. Like for example this here naval base is at level 6, which is as high as it can ever be. Yet we are not able to make any dreadnoughts or battleships over there. Overall though, we will make more ships. Let's see, should make some dreadnoughts. They carry a supplies weight of 60, so that will be 180. And I think that should be pretty much it, because we need to make some cruisers here in Asia, and meanwhile we will remove the... Let's see, the commerce raiders. Remove all of you from the fleet. There we go. Let's have it a bit more modernized. I mean, the Japanese fleet is nothing to speak of. It's actually at 0, but it helps to be prepared. And those will be the ships that we will make at the moment. We do already have a rally point over here. And we need to raise some more troops as well. Because the Javans, they do have pretty shit technology. I will say that 8, but they do have 220 brigades, which is the worrying part. That's 660,000 men that we will have to try to take out in order to win over here in this very small island. Java is ridiculously densely populated, even in this time. So what should we focus on? I think getting some more infiltration that upgrades pretty much everyone's attack. Attack +1, attack +1, pretty much across the board. So that will be good. And we will do that, and that will also be helpful against the British. I wonder what the British naval technology is like. They have 21 out of 30 and we have 25. So we are ahead pretty much everywhere. Let's see their army, 26 out of 30, and we are at 26 out of 30. So we're even on land, but we can win by sea. We also are allied with Germany that we can call in case something goes terribly wrong, which I'm not really expecting them to. We have plenty of armies over here that can, well, help out in unfortunate circumstances. We are making some more hussars over here that should be heading towards this army right here. No, wait, the hussars we cannot make. They... Wait, what is wrong? Let's see, Minya. Okay, there we go. There, and... Cats... There we go. Remove the hussars. For some reason we don't have the luxury clothes in order to make them. So instead, we shall make some dragoons over here in Africa. We can just make any of them, and they will be fine. And with the dragoons, they should be decent enough. Could do with some more artillery as well, unless we have some underway, which we do not. They could use about 2 more artillery as well. There's the build navy, there we go. Artillery, there. Some more artillery being made. And Germany immediately calls for war. German award to dismantle the British Empire against the United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, Bastar, Indore, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, blah 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 blah, a bunch of people. Alright, I guess we are at war now suddenly. And we're also at war with the British Africa down here. That will be the most dangerous part, plus all the British armies over here. So yeah, we're suddenly thrown into war. This is probably, like, since I just loaded into the game, loading it from a save is probably one of those things where the AI decides, hey, let's mess up everything. But fortunately we have Germany on our side and we have a powerful navy to support us as well. So we will join in on this war and it becomes a great war. Fourth great war, in fact. And hopefully Germany brings some more allies than just me inside. They are allied to me and Montenegro. I guess we are not getting more allies. That's just brilliant. Alright, we're at war with Italy, Spain, Portugal, United Kingdom, all of India, Australia, and a bunch of other things. This is beautiful. We're at war with Canada as well. So this is not what I expected to happen immediately, but I will take it. We will move into the Dogger Bank with our fleet, ready to kill everyone. And we have British fascists everywhere down here. Even London is approaching to be taken. They have a main fleet here of 29 ships, including 17 ships that are of battleship class. Well, we can blockade them. We are now getting attacked in Secondi. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we need to organize this military. This army is under build-up. It needs some more men. So we will get all of these guys over here. Let's see the Spanish military. How good is it? There's 19 army tech. We should have a distinct advantage over that, but I don't like to guess, so I will bring this army around and then try to have local numerical superiority in order to more efficiently defeat them. It has worked well in the past, it's just good business. We can as well, since we are going to fight the British anyway, we might as well declare war on the Egyptian desert over here, or Egypt, and try to remove them. So we might as well do that. So now we have a war already with them, and I don't think they can join twice. So that will be efficient. But deadly. Enemy of my enemy is who? Like, I want to see who it is. Alright. Kashgaria, well, that's just brilliant. I guess, sure. The great Kashgaria is... You're really going to help out. We are going to lose a lot of money in this war. But that's fine, and we have a fleet here that is capable of transporting enough men and blockading whatever the British has. So that will be good as well. We can cross over and occupy Malaysia over here, or Singapore and stuff like that. It's going to be brilliant, and now we have to head over to the homeland and see what's going on here. The British are unfortunately cleansing their land from the fascists. Battle of Canterbury is about won. I would like to fight this fleet over here. I don't want to land on British soil due to having... They do have a high war exhaustion already. I think they started out with it. But they do have a lot of brigades, mostly in India, I assume. But India is a scary place, at least for it to be Dutch right now. Okay, so we will head over here and kill the British, which is always fun. Though we could really use more men in Indonesia. That we definitely could do. I think we're going to recruit some more men in Asia over here. So in Asia we will use all kinds of, let's see, 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, engineer, and let's see, a dragoon. There we go, we are recruiting those that we need for a full-fledged army. Anything going on over here? No, our fleet is doing brilliant, I would say. We could split it off and cover some more territory. We could do that without putting us at too much risk, because if this fleet then engages our fleet, we can easily just head out and defeat them. Looks like the Germans don't really have many land targets. We are now apparently... We could call in the Turkish into the Fourth Great War. We're not leader of this war. Okay, apparently we cannot do that. Let's just hope that the Germans are not stupid. Let's hope for that. Okay, we can now head towards... What did it? Oh, they moved back and forth. I get it. So they are attacking us. That's good for us, definitely. And here we are getting attacked. And I put this on pausing as soon as it would happen. Unfortunately, when I see this, I click the pause button automatically and remove the pause by mistake. But this battle looks to be a massive victory for the colonial Dutch armies. A massive, massive, brilliant victory, I would like to add as well. The British here are fairly damaging. I don't think we actually needed this many men over here. So we will push back this guy as well, he can join in. And since the British have so many men, we will use that famous, local numerical superiority. And now they are attacking us in Morocco. With a lot of men as well. Excellent victory in Bari. Let's finish the Spanish off before they become even more of a nuisance. Should be fine. And let's head over here now for Singapore. Guatemala, I didn't even remember that they were in my sphere of influence, so that's fine. I have no problems with that at all. We do have Guangdong. Alright, we can't invite, but we shouldn't really have this button at all if we couldn't invite people into this great war. But oh well, that's just my nitpick. German Algeria. Oh yeah, that gives the Germans ability to send men up here. We really should do something ourselves from it. Because the Italians apparently from Western Sahara are amassing huge amounts of men. But now we will have a strike here at the Second Army under Ian Fessiger. And it will be Isaac Gregory who will be leading the charge. Isaac Gregory, of course, being an expat from Britain who moved to the Netherlands after having been unemployed. And now he's fighting for his new masters against his old. At least that's an official biography. Isaac Gregory. Doesn't sound very Dutch, does it? There's a number of those examples. Okay, let's have a big battle in Nikki. Nikki, and it's going terribly in the beginning because we had far too few men joining in. It's going to be a bloody battle, but more bloody for the British than for, well, the Dutch. So those are fighting. How's it going down here? We have United Kingdom troops fighting here in Arusha. That's Germany's business, and the Germans have an adequate army to handle that, so we don't need to endanger Dutch lives. Meanwhile, we can advance on Egypt, and let's not forget to head over to Singapore and see what's going on over here. I love this war so far due to it being a bit all over the place. Really, all over the place. I just wish we had more men over here in Indonesia. Should have prepared more carefully for such an event. But I got the war against the British, and I got it before I even had to say that I wanted it. Even when we have won this battle, which I'm pretty certain we will at this point, we still need to utterly defeat that army, and then we have 52,000 more men over here. After that, I hope to have finally defeated them. And these are just recruits of various kinds. Oh yeah, these were the recruits that we needed for this army over here. I gotcha, I gotcha. Let's call in some artillery. Can we find any more artillery in the vicinity? Apparently that is too much to ask, evidently. Nowhere? There we go. Let's get some more artillery then. There we go. There we are. There's no way they could win anyway. So let's not pretend that was ever a possibility. Okay, these 33,000 men are ready to head towards this front. And these British are fighting to the last man. I gotta respect that. Must respect that. Oh, we have... Let's see, Dutch Lesser Antilles. Dutch Timor. Let's have some craftsmen instead. Let's just focus on craftsmen everywhere. Even in the small places. And in Nikki, we should be winning any moment now. There we go. Holy hell, that's a big battle. This guy, this army, exhausted. They will go over here and await some reinforcements. They deserve it. Meanwhile, everyone else will spread out and try to take territory. And this guy can even go up and help out. We got some new ships done. It's probably in Asia itself. Belgium, for some reason, joined in on the enemy side. Not a wise decision. Holy shit. I think we got out-tricked here. I definitely think we did. We need to pull back as soon as we can. Can we pull back? No, I want you to pull back. Retreat. That was a big loss. Probably due to only having a part of our fleet. I didn't expect the Belgian fleet and the Spanish fleet to be this big. Call it hubris from us. Okay, so we still have 50 ships left. So that's something. And now we're being attacked over here in... what is this place? Sikasso, in eastern Mali. Looks to be a brilliant victory. Victory that will be remembered through the ages. Unfortunately, the Spanish came out of the woodwork again to challenge us, and we got annihilated over here. Our colonial fleet is annihilated? What is going on with everyone's ships? Where did they get all the fleets? Just a moment ago when I looked, we were the most dominant naval power on Earth, but they came in a concerted effort to destroy us all, and apparently they managed to achieve it. So I want to see it. The Belgians, how many ships do you have? You have 20 ships at level Naval Tech 12. You have Naval Tech 14, and the Portuguese have Naval Tech 15. All of them highly inferior to the Dutch fleet, but somehow still managing to win. I don't understand it. Oh well, we will have another chance at this. Rest assured. We will definitely have another chance. Okay, save all of these areas as soon as you can. And over here we're having the glorious victory. Oh god. Yeah, so this one had more surprises than I assumed it would. Now this fleet is stranded here, or a ship. I mean army. I was saying fleet, ship, everything but the word I was looking for. Here is an army that is now stranded. Before it had naval supremacy, it could move about unhindered, it had vast quantities of transports able to bring it everywhere. But not now. Not anymore. Perhaps in Egypt we will soon have peace. Sikasso, massive victory, which is always nice to see. The British have been annihilated. Alright, so now let's bring these armies about and go to Vari. We should defeat them as well. We have already lost countless millions in this war. We will most likely lose more. Let's see how much they are repaired each month. I believe it's 10% or something like that. But did we have peace? Did we have peace? With whom? For what? Great War capitulation with Belgium. Well, that's good. It limits the Belgian involvement in this war. But we still need to get our ships back up to speed. Wait, who called in war again? Wait, who? Against what? I don't know. I mean, we are keeping in the war in the same path as before. It got removed so quickly, that notification. Couldn't even respond to it or click on it. The Curse of the Pharaohs. Oh, that's unfortunate. I gotta say, I love the Yugoslavian snake that is all the way over here. From the borders of Austria all the way to Black Sea coast. It's Yugoslavia, baby. And there's massive battles raging on in Italy itself. So yeah, things are... I would say that things are happening. That's a way to put it. That would be accurate, I feel. And now it's our time to invade. I guess we can move this army. It's gonna take ages for any men to reach it and complete it. So there's no point. And now more British men are arriving. Which is troublesome. And British and South African men are marching into German East Africa. Something we haven't seen before, right? No, never. And that should be dealing with the British armies sufficiently. The only problem now is the remaining Spanish army is over here, but we shall box them in and annihilate them as well. Kill... Ah, they're too fast. And now everyone's gonna die from walking into the desert with too many men. Anything happening over here that I should be aware of? We are getting our men and getting our ships. So that is good. At least a few ships, but their fleet is somewhere. And it's ready to strike at a moment's notice. Here's even the Canadian fleet. Canada has a fleet. It's disgusting behavior, if I've ever seen any. Okay, apparently Utrecht is our new naval base. No, it should really be Amsterdam. Let's everyone just convene on the Amsterdamian port. There we are. And now our ships are getting a bit repaired. At least a bit. So a lot of monitors and old ships. We should perhaps switch them out at one point or another. And we should maybe make a few more dreadnoughts to involve ourselves with. We have that on the road. Italians are getting pummeled. Let's strike against the Spanish as well, before they get any ideas. They will reach Abuja before, so that's unfortunate. But we will, as I mentioned before, box them in until they give up. They will get to Sokoto, but we should be able... How did they get here between day? They are insanely fast. And what? We're 18 before, now they're 33? Now they're 41? Now they're 30? How did they change their numbers? Now they're 30 again. And when they reach the next location, will they have grown to... Oh, they're still 30 now. Okay, well, I just described that as strange. Naval directionism to... Let's go for that one. This man has clearly no future. I thought the major was a lady. Oh, prestige or liberalism? Prestige. I'll go for prestige. Always good to have prestige. Alright, they will go to Bida. When will they be there? They will be there in 1 day now. There we are. And we got attacked. Where? Oh, over here. By a South African army. Alright, that's troublesome. And they are winning. Even more troublesome. And we're losing over here due to the British army being unchallenged. Okay, so things are going bad in certain areas. I just hope this fleet will be back up soon. It is very close to being fully operational. So we can dominate the seas at least. And we could maybe strike against the Spanish and remove their fleet from the equation. We are currently winning the war, so that's always a good thing. Always something to remember. Maybe we should go and actually take this area from the Egyptian reactionaries, so it will count to our war score. In Bida, we might need some assistance, it seems. Apparently they are stronger than I anticipated. And Abuja. And we might definitely need to send some aid to Naval, where we are losing our army completely. Should really go and save it. as much as we can. Do we have any problems with any rebels? We might have the Dutch communists and militant socialists that could occur, but we have no reforms to push through, so I trust our government's position on that one. The Germans have lost in German Kenya, which is problematic. Very much so. So yeah, we're facing some issues in the colonial area, but it's going better than in many previous colonial attempts. But holy hell, they're invading from everywhere. They are swarming to Dutch Africa for whatever reason. They have completely occupied Dutch Morocco. So that's a thing. Fortunately, the Germans are putting some pressure on them in their homeland, but they are invading here in massive numbers. But at least we won in Sokoto now, so we're winning in places. We are removing some of their threat from various places, so yeah. That's a thing, at least in our advantage. Should also let some of the armies rest a bit so we don't encounter any problems with organization and stuff like that being dishwater. Could also probably make some more ships that are transports, not in Africa, but instead in Asia. Let's make it time 2. And then some more cruisers in Asia. And here we have a lot of men ready to fight. We should probably transport them as soon as possible. Yet we don't have any such opportunity at the moment. Let's transfer over all the fleets. There we are. So things overall are looking good. I mean, we have performed above expectation. Quite drastically so as well. But the South Africans are coming for us. Rest assured. On this, there is certainty. What is certain is that Italian, Portuguese, Spanish combined forces are quite annoying to fight against. But we, together, these armies should definitely be able to achieve victory. Their strength is not at full, but I think they should be performing at peak efficiency, or at least close enough to it. Come on, give me a victory. Looking below average at the moment. Perhaps soon. Okay, there we go. That's what I like to see. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Victory is what I'm talking about. Okay, so that battle will rage on. Meanwhile, nothing special to report in the homeland. Our fleet is... let's call this fully operational. Let's go seek out the Spanish fleet. I'm tired of hiding behind. Gisper Brandt. Holy shit. Am I happy to not have transferred over any ships here, or any armies over here? That is an insane amount of men. Just insane. Let's see if we can intercept any of their fleets. We've taken by surprise once, that will not happen again. Gulf of Cadiz, perhaps they're hiding away over here. Well, there's some of the Portuguese vessels. And here we have a Spanish vessel. Will they... no, they won't be able to escape. Okay, now just to win it. We're in it to win it after all. Send this army over here to try to capture the Portuguese before they escape. Will that be possible? It will not be possible. But then let's persuade them not to venture any further. And then after that, head over here. South Africans have marched past us, which is a problematic occurrence for us, so we will try to head around here. This is getting really annoying to fight. Like, everything is everywhere. People are attacking left, right and center. We have to be everywhere at once. And also this episode has been lasting now for quite a while, so I think we will have to leave this 4th Great War where we are an active participant across Africa, across Asia, across Europe. We're active everywhere and supporting our allies, and we will continue to do so in the next episode. I will see you then.